What's up, guys? I'm outside. The market is closing in 10 minutes, and I just want to talk to you about the overall market and what has been going on. Being my own opinion, I mean, it is a horrible red day. I'm looking at all the stocks that I usually cover, and it is a freaking bloodbath out there. But I do think a turnaround will come soon, but there is a reason I actually ended up selling Palantir at 17.21. I sold out of my whole position. And I'll be sharing that with you today. I also sold out of Tesla today, a little over 210. I got out of it. I do think there's going to be more downside movement for Tesla. I think a lot of stocks are getting hammered right now. I believe there's a lot of fear out there. Interest rates are over 8%. Fears of World War III. Housing market is starting to come down. It's crazy. I start to look around in California, and housing prices are actually dropping significantly. You look at a home that's about $1.2 million, it is now dropped to about 1.1 million. Places are dropping very rapidly. And then I look at rent, and rent is also coming down in California. And I had a prediction that I believe rent is going to come down significantly towards the end of the year, and it's starting to happen that way. It's just so weird. It's just a strange time we're in right now, and the overall market does not look good to me. I think there will be plenty of times to trade different stocks, and I'm planning on trading Tesla, Palantir. I'm still in Mullen right now. Mullen is a complete bloodbath today. It's down over 10%. I do think Mullen moves differently from the market overall. I think a lot of people would agree with me with that, but they have a whole situation they got to deal with inside the company, and buybacks and lawsuits and getting this NASDAQ compliant. We talked about that in a video this morning. Go ahead, check that out if you haven't yet. But overall, I do plan to trade Tesla and Palantir still, because those seem easier to read on the charts, and I'll show you in a minute why I ended up getting out of Palantir and why I plan to buy back very soon. I also have some other high-risk stocks that I'm just holding right now, and I'm waiting for them to retrace because it has been a complete downtrend for them, and I'm just done with all those companies. So I am moving forward with Tesla, Palantir, and talking a little bit about Mullen every day still, until things get very clear of what I'm going to do long term. I did say I do believe a third reverse stock split is going to happen, and I do still believe that, unless David, the CEO of Mullen Automotive, says certain things, which I've shared on Twitter, which I'll share with you real quick. You can see right here on Twitter, I said David needs to come out and say there will be no reverse stock split, and we are buying up 19 million stock right now. Step up to the plate and people will buy in. This is your only option to gain confidence in others. And you can see as of the replies, most people agree with me. And if David could do something like this or say something like this, then it would help a lot of retail investors and Mullen Automotive, be my opinion. So again, Mullen is in its own boat with what they want to do and what's going to happen in the next 60 days. The overall market, though, I do believe in Tesla, Palantir. I believe in a lot of these companies that I've covered on this channel. But the reason I trade them is because I'm long on the company, but I want to increase my overall share count. I don't want to put any more money in the pot. So I figured out ways on when to sell and when to buy, looking very closely at the RSI, the stochastic, and Fibonacci's. And I'm going to show you Palantir in a second. But if you want to learn more about that and simple ways to understand, not trying to buy the absolute bottom and get 1,000% gains within a week or even 100% gains within a day, finding good companies that you believe in long term, like Tesla, like Palantir, very, very credible companies, and learning how to increase your overall share count for the future, right? You thinking long term, retirement, you're thinking long term, like whatever it is. This is one strategy that I like to use. Join the links out down below, Patreon, and you'll get access to all of that. So I've been talking a lot about Palantir on the Patreon. To show you this real quick, reasons I sold Palantir at 17.21. My first concern was we crossed under the middle line on the Keltner channel. Okay, that's something we talk about. Also, we crossed the yellow line down on the RSI. This is two indicators that tell us the stock is going to move lower, which it did. When I was looking at the Fibonacci, which broke the 618 level at 1546, so the next level is 786 being 1470. And right now, as I'm making this video, we are trading just above $15, but we did hit under $15 today. And then the blue lines you see is when smart money is buying in institutions. Another sign that shows us Palantir could keep going lower. Palantir going under $10 again is very unlikely. My next buy zone would be 786 level at 1470. So really under 1475. but just know it could go lower than that also. But that would be an area that I would feel comfortable getting back into this stock as of right now. You can see right here, we go over the stochastic, the RSI. See how the stochastic is bottoming out? Well, the momentum moved down, and once we cross that yellow line right there on the RSI, I'm sorry, not the RSI, the Keltner channel, the middle one, downtrend, stochastic downtrend. Once we cross the yellow line on the RSI, downtrend. This is why I sold. These are things that I use. Now, I believe in Palantir in the long run, but I sold my entire bag at 17.20. Okay, 17.21, something like that. And I plan to buy back in at this blue zone. See these blue zones? There's also one way down here around 10 bucks, which would be very scary, but I do think we'll get a bounce here soon for Palantir. Really, I'm thinking the 786 level, which is 1470. We're on our way down there right now. It's a strong level on a Fibonacci retracement, which is a good sign. It's also an institution buy area in the 14s. Also, you can see we have a triple bottom right here, which is pretty scary because if we break this, then that would tell us we're going lower. That triple bottom, by the way, is right about 1360. It looks like right under $14. So I really want this stock to stay above 14 bucks. If we break $14, that would be very terrifying for me. I would say that we're going to go lower, but as of right now, I'm expecting to hit the 1470 price target and then probably move back up, and we got to get above this white descending trend line right here to ultimately get to $25, which is what I think and I believe Palantir can get to. Very good company, very good financials, amazing products, deals with the government, deals with the community, does a lot of great things in my opinion. Zero debt, another big factor of it. So of course you got to do what you got to do. You got to do what your gut is telling you. This is not financial advice, it's just my own opinion. I hope this video helps you start to learn and understand different stocks. Don't forget to drop a like, would always appreciate that. Subscribe, and we will see you on the next one.